Hello learners, welcome to eShiksha Wise. Today we are going to study about report writing. See, reports are parts of our lives, be it school reports, news reports, or your newspaper reports. Everywhere you'll find in a professional world, we have to prepare a document in the form of a report. So let's study about the characteristics of report, then the types, your types of reports, importance of reports, formats of reports in detail. So when we talk about this particular document, that understand what this document contains in general. So the report is derived from the Latin word reportere, which means to carry back. In general, the thing which has happened in the past, and when then you report it, it is your report. Let's take an example. A nurse at the hospital reports to the doctor about the condition of the patient. Now, from this particular situation, we can analyze the role of a nurse over here. What does the nurse, what is the function of the nurse over here? Nurse reports the actual condition of the patient, at what time she has taken the measure, the temperature, at, like the pulse rate of the patient, how many times the patient has taken the meals, what are the prescribed medicine has been given to the patients on time and on time. And then on that basis of the report which is prepared by the nurse, the doctor will assess the condition of the patient. So a report generally means to give an account of something seen, heard, or done. So in a layman's language, this is a report. Whatever you have seen, whatever you have heard or done, and then you are presenting it, it is your report. So when it comes to a formal definition, a report is a formal communication written for a specific audience to meet a specific need. It includes description of procedures followed for collection and analysis of data, their significance, the conclusion drawn from them, and recommendations if required. So we have to keep in mind that report is a formal communication, but it is written for a specific audience. Like technical reports are written for technical people. Medical reports are like can be easily understood or are written for the medical professionals. So we have to take care for what kind of an audience you are preparing a report. Accordingly, you have to take care of the language and how you are presenting your information. Now let's study about the characteristics of a report. So these are the important characteristics of a report. The first one is your precision. See, precision is very important, which means your preciseness, and it gives unity and coherence to a report. It makes you a valuable document. Then brevity is the brief. Though it is that you are preparing a report, but you have to ensure that the information that you are giving in a report should be brief, and unnecessary information should not be there. There should be a clarity of the information. There should not be any kind of an ambiguity. So language should be simple and unambiguous over here. The language should not give a dual meaning. Whatever the information you are intended to pass on should be passed on through the like a simple language. Then you should give the factual details. Irrelevant information should not be given. Facts and figures should be clearly mentioned. If you're taking the information from the other sources, please it is mandatory to acknowledge those sources over here. And then the relevant information should be given, because irrelevant facts make a report confusing. So exclusion of relevant facts renders it incomplete and likely to mislead. Then it should be reader oriented. A good report is always reader oriented. While drafting a report, it is necessary to keep in mind the person who is going to read your report. A report is meant for the layman will be different from the one meant for a technical person. In what way it is? Because the layman or a general person cannot understand the technical word. So we have to take care that your report is reader oriented. Then give illustrations, give examples, like give your facts in a tabular form, through pictures, through images. Then your report should deal with only one topic at a time. It means homogeneous. Homo means same. So a report should deal with one idea or one topic at a time. Then the next is your documentation. Your technical reports acquire more value when adequately documented by acknowledging of the sources of information in an appropriate style. You cannot just write whatever is coming in your mind. You must have, like in the previous slide we have seen the definition of a report, that you have to analyze the data, you have to collect the information. So it needs to be documented in a proper way, because it serves as a very important document to take an important decision. Now let's study the importance of a report. It's very important. A report acts as a good equipment and quality raw material, as a large number of important decisions in business or in government sectors are taken on the basis of information presented or recommendations made in the report. Whenever a problem comes to notice or a need is felt to analyze a situation, detailed information is required. So a large number of important decisions, and to analyze any situation, detailed information, a report is mandatory. One cannot go person to person to collect information. So if a person has to take a decision or he has to analyze a situation, what he'll do, he'll look for a report. He'll ask for a report, and on the basis of that report, he will take the decision, or he'll analyze a situation. Now let's study about the formats of a report. In general, we have the four formats of a report. The first one is manuscript, second is the letter, third is the memo format, and the last one is your printed format. So manuscript format is your the most commonly used format for the report writing. And basically when you write a formal report, we use the manuscript format. The length of such report may range from a few pages to several hundred. Okay, so it can be, this particular method can be used for all type of reports, whether you provide the information or where you have to analyze the or you have to give a routine report. The manuscript format can be used. Then you have a printed you have the letter format. The only difference between the business letter and the letter report is in the organization of the content and in the writing style. All parts of the business letters are used here except the inside address. We don't use the inside address in the letter report. And the another thing is that you can add the headings and subheadings in this, like a general report. You can give the figures, you can give the graphs, everything can be written can be given in the this letter format. Next is the memo format. This memorandum. A memorandum report is generally known as a memo report and is used for internal communication, that is within the organization. It is used to handle the routine business matters, like passing on information from one department to another, making changes or alerting employees or solving a kind of problem. But the important thing to be noted over here is that it is the internal communication. It is not sent outside the organization. And the last format is your printed format. The reports containing routine matter which are periodical in nature and may be written in a form of prescribed, like prescribed by the organization. So what you all need is to just fill in the blanks in a pre-printed form. So that is your printed format. So the things are already printed, you just have to fill in the information. So these are the four important formats. Manuscript format is, I'll take this in detail in the next class. Then here is the kinds of reports. On the basis of the purpose, frequency, or mode of presentation, reports can be classified like in the for these type of your kinds. Then on the basis of purpose, you have the informative and analytical report. When we talk about the information, when your purpose is only to provide information as it is, you collect the information, you're writing it and then presenting it, becomes your informative report. But on the other hand, if you are analyzing the data, you're giving your recommendation, you're interpreting, it becomes your, the purpose is not only providing the information, but now the purpose is that apart from providing the information, you are analyzing the information and you are giving your own viewpoint in that, you're giving your recommendation. So it is your analytical report, you can say, or interpretive or recommendatory report. On the basis of frequency, your report may be periodic or special. Periodic means after every certain time period, when you have to prepare a report, it becomes your periodic report. Like monthly report, you have to submit to your department, so it is your periodic report. Special report is like once in a while you are asked to prepare a report on any kind of an occasion, then it falls into the category of your special report. On the basis of mode, we have two kinds of reports, that is oral, which means you are just presenting it verbally to the audience, and the another mode is your written, where you are just like presenting in a black and white form, following any of the format that we have discussed in the previous slide. Now, this is the structure of a long formal report, that is your manuscript format. So we have divided it into three parts, that is the front, the middle and the back. So in the front we have, when you see a book, you will find that we have a cover, then we have a frontispiece, title page, certificate, copyright notice, transmittal, preface, acknowledgement, table of content, list of illustrations, application. So this all comes in your uh, first portion, that is the front matter, you can say the prefatory part. Then this is the middle matter, that is your report starts from here, where you give your introduction, you discuss the things in detail, then you give your conclusion, and if it is your, if the report is your recommendatory or analytical report, then only you give your recommendation at the end. And in the at the end of the report, you give the appendix, references, glossary or index. Okay, so this is your structure of a long formal report, and it should be arranged in this way. Now, what are the things and what are the plannings that you have to do before writing a particular report? So, planning for report is as important as the process of writing itself. You just cannot sit and write a report. You have to make a lot of preparation before actual when you sit for a writing. So, what are the various steps involved? Let's study. We need to understand the purpose and scope of the report, why you are writing, what's the scope of a report. And on this other hand, what you have to do is you have to analyze the audience, whether, like we have studied, that your report should be reader oriented. So you need to know whether you are writing for the expert, you are writing for the executive, or you are writing for a non-specialist or for a layman person. And then after this, you need to know from where you have to investigate the source, where you will collect the information. So there are a lot of sources over here. You can go for the library, you can search the internal record, you can give your personal observation, you can have the interviews, you can prepare the questionnaires. So this is how you can collect the information for your report. After that, you have to organize the material. So we have studied the structure of a long formal report, so you have to arrange in that particular format, but you need to take care of whether, like, you are presenting as the report in the order of occurrence or the order of importance or the combination of order, like whatever the order is given to you. And then you have to make an outline. Okay, this is a, like you can say, a first draft of your report. After preparing the first draft, then you have to reread, and then you feel any kind of changes in that, you can do it. So after preparing the draft and then revision, then only your report take the final take. So thank you. I hope you like the session. Like, share and